Welcome to session 17, and well done for reaching this far into the program. Today we'll briefly reflect on each element of the pain experience to see how you are going. We'll then listen to a chronic pain education soundbite from the Hunter Pain Service in New South Wales. You will then learn a 5-breath technique which you can use at any time you feel you need a pick-me-up or you need to get yourself back on track. So now, get into position and with eyes closed, just notice your breath, wherever you feel it most. I'm going to ask you a series of questions. Just reflect on them. Starting with tension. Are you able to notice tension as it arises in your body? Have you had any moment where you noticed tension was already in your body, and were you able to release it with the out-breath? What about pain fear? Have you been able to reflect on the difference between your pain sensation and your pain reaction? Have you tried to keep your body free of tension while experiencing pain sensations? And what about thoughts? How aware of your thoughts are you? Are you noticing the word should, must, or why in your thinking? Are you able to notice how the thoughts you focus on and the language you use affects your moods? How do you react when feelings arise? Do you react automatically, or are you able to think about your values? How are your values going? I will now play you a soundbite from the Hunter Centre for Pain Management. The clip goes for 5 minutes.
Well, in Australia, chronic pain is a really big problem. In fact, 1 in 5 people have it. Having a brain that keeps on producing pain, even after the body tissues are restored and out of danger, is no fun. Some people say it still feels like they must have something wrong. But that's just it. Once anything dangerous is ruled out, health professionals can explain that most things in the body are healed, as well as they can be by 3 to 6 months. So, ongoing pain being produced by the brain is less about structural changes in the body and more about the sensitivity of the nervous system. In other words, it's more complex. So to try and figure out what's going on, you need to retrain the brain and nervous system. To do this, it's helpful to look at all the things that affect the nervous system and may be contributing to your individual pain experience. What can help is to look at persistent pain from a broad perspective. Let's start with the medical side. Firstly, taking medication can help, but only to a limited extent. It is the more active approaches that are necessary to retrain the brain. So using medications to get going is okay, and then mostly they can be tapered and ceased. Some people also think surgery might be the answer, but when it comes to a complex problem like chronic pain, surgery may not be helpful. So if you're thinking of surgery, it's best to get a second opinion and remember to consider all the things. Next, it is helpful to consider how your thoughts and emotions are affecting your nervous system. Pain really impacts on people's lives, and this can have a big effect on your mood and stress levels. All those thoughts and beliefs are brain impulses too, but you can learn ways to reduce stress and wind down the nervous system. This helps with emotional well-being and can reduce pain as well. The third area to consider is the role of diet and lifestyle. Now, it turns out that our modern lifestyle might not be so good for us. In fact, what we eat and how we live may really be contributing to a sensitized nervous system. Looking at all the things like smoking, nutrition, alcohol, and activity levels, and seeing if there are any issues is a good beginning, and these things can go on your plan. Then there's often enormous value in exploring the deeper meaning of pain and the surrounding personal story. By stepping back and looking at all the things that were happening around the time the pain developed, many people with pain can make useful links between a worrying period of life and a worsening pain picture. For many, recognizing deeper emotions can be part of the healing process. Last, but by no means least, is physical activity and function. From the brain's perspective, getting moving at comfortable levels without fear and where the brain does not protect by pain is best, and you'll gradually restore your body's tissues. So, to sum up pain, it comes from the brain and it can be retrained, and when looked at from a whole person or broad perspective, gives you a lot of opportunities to begin. So get a helping hand if you need it, set a goal, and begin.
I'm going to take you through a 5-breath breathing technique. For each in-breath, we'll focus on a particular area or feeling, pause for a moment, and then savor the out-breath, giving the out-breath our full focus. The first breath in starts with a quick scan of the forehead and shoulders, and then a release on the out-breath. So just try that now. And savor the out-breath, releasing any tension in your forehead, neck and shoulders. Just try that one on your own now. The second breath is for sensations. Sensations of pain in your body. I want you to focus on the strongest sensation in your body while you are breathing in, and then give your out-breath your full focus. Savoring the out-breath will help you release any fear that comes up as a result of focusing on your pain. So we are releasing pain fear. Just try that now. Try that one on your own now. The third breath is for thoughts. Take in any thoughts on the in-breath, and then give the out-breath your full focus. So third breath in, and then give the out-breath your full focus. Try that one on your own now. Welcome any feelings on the in-breath, and then give your out breath your full focus. Try that now. And release. Try that on your own now. The fifth and final breath is about full body release. Look for any tension on the in-breath and then release the body as a whole. Let's try that now. So the idea of this exercise is in 5 breaths, you will acclimatize to the tension, pain, thoughts and feelings that are occurring in your body. These are things that are already there under the surface. They're things you're already reacting to without noticing. The exercise is designed to bring them to your attention and then allow you to let them go. This makes you less reactive. It quietens the nervous system and helps you focus more on the moments that are happening around you. We'll now practice this exercise as a whole. Let each letter in the sequence remind you of the area we are releasing. For example, the first breath starts with forehead. Second breath, sensations. Third breath, thoughts. Fourth breath, feelings. Fifth breath, full body. If the speed we are going at doesn't suit you, then don't worry about that for now. You are just learning the method. The idea is for you to do it in your own time and at your own pace, whenever you need it. So let's try it now. First breath in, forehead. Also check the neck and shoulders. Second breath in, signals of pain. Release the fear on the out. Third breath, thoughts. Take them in on the in-breath. Fourth breath, feelings. Welcome them in. Fifth breath, full body release. Okay, I'll let you do that now once more on your own. I won't talk so you can concentrate. There will be more opportunities for you to practice this technique as we go on, so don't worry if you found it a bit hard to get into. It will not take long before you get used to it and it becomes a real ally in your life. Tomorrow we'll begin with a series of 4 sessions that will focus on emotions. The first 2 sessions will cover anger. You'll experience your relationship with anger, examine how it affects your body, and learn how to release it. We'll then move on to the other side of the coin and look at gratitude. We'll discuss why gratitude is such a difficult emotion to feel while you are experiencing pain. And we'll discuss strategies for cultivating gratitude in the context of chronic pain. So be well until then. Thinking will not overcome fear, but action will. W. Clement Stone.